Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 90. I am your host, Emma.
And I am Frank. It is great to be back in the studio with you, Emma. I have got my coffee, I have got my notebook, and I am ready to tackle some new vocabulary. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderfully, Frank. I always love these sessions. It feels like we are building a massive building, one brick at a time, or in our case, one word at a time.
That is a great analogy. So, what is on the menu for today? What words are we adding to our mental dictionary?
Today, we have a very interesting mix. We have 10 words that range from everyday household items to some abstract concepts. Here is the list for today: instance, pad, enjoyable, birth, threshold, tile, die, loyal, invasion, and puzzling.
Oh, nice mix. I see some simple ones like die and birth, but then we have threshold and invasion. This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. Before we dive into the deep end, just a quick reminder to our listeners, if you find these episodes helpful, please take a moment to save this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell. It really helps us keep the lights on and the episodes coming.
Yes, please do. We appreciate every single click. All right, Emma, let us get started with the first word.
Let us do it. Our first word is instance. That is instance. It is a noun and it generally means a particular example or a single occurrence of something. In Chinese, we would say 例子 or 实例.
Right, instance. I feel like I hear this most often in the phrase for instance. Is that right?
Exactly. That is the most common collocation. Instead of saying for example, you can say for instance. It sounds slightly more formal, but very natural. For example, you could say, there are many nutritious fruits, for instance, apples and oranges.
Got it. Can I use it to mean a specific moment or event?
Yes, you can. You might say, in this specific instance, we can make an exception. It means in this specific case.
Okay, let me try a sentence. I have never seen such a strange instance of bad luck.
That is perfect. It highlights a specific occurrence. Let us move to our second word, pad, P A D. This is a noun and it usually refers to a piece of soft material used to protect something, shape something, or clean something. It can also refer to a notebook. In Chinese, this corresponds to 称垫 or 边肩部.
Oh, like a knee pad for skating? Or a notepad for writing?
Precisely. You have knee pads for protection and you have a notepad for writing. It can also be a verb, meaning to walk with soft, dull steps.
Interesting. So if I say, the cat padded silently across the floor, that works?
That is a beautiful sentence, Frank. It really paints a picture. Another common one today is a mouse pad for your computer.
Right. I need to buy a new mouse pad actually. Mine is worn out.
There you go. Moving on, our third word is enjoyable. This is an adjective. It describes something that gives delight or pleasure. In Chinese, it means 令人愉快的 or 有乐趣的.
This one seems straightforward. It comes from the verb enjoy, right?
Yes, if you enjoy something, that thing is enjoyable. It is a great synonym for pleasant or delightful.
So, instead of just saying, the party was good, I can say, the party was very enjoyable.
Exactly. It adds a bit more feeling to it. How about you give me another example?
Okay, reading a book by the fire is a very enjoyable way to spend an evening.
That sounds cozy and definitely enjoyable. Next up is the word birth, birth. It is a noun meaning the emergence of a baby or other young from the body of its mother. It also means the start of life or the beginning of something. In Chinese, it is 出生 or 诞生.
Like date of birth on a form.
Correct. Or the phrase give birth to. But remember, it can be metaphorical too. You can talk about the birth of a nation or the birth of a new idea.
Oh, I like that. So, the meeting marked the birth of our new marketing strategy.
Saintry, profound usage, Frank. And literal usage would be simpler, like, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy.
Got it. And hey, before we hit the next word, just a quick nudge to our listeners to make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss the birth of our next episode.
Smooth transition, Frank. Our fifth word is threshold. This is a bit of a tricky one to spell. Threshold. Physically, it is a strip of wood or stone forming the bottom of a doorway. But metaphorically, it means the magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for a certain reaction or result to occur. In Chinese, it is menkan or kaiduan.
I hear this a lot in business or psychology. Like a pain threshold?
Yes, a pain threshold is the point at which you start feeling pain. Or in business, a tax threshold is the income level where you start paying tax.
And physically, it is just the bottom of the door frame, like he stood on the threshold hesitating to enter.
Perfect. It suggests a point of entry or a beginning. We are on the threshold of a new era.
That sounds dramatic. I like it.
Let us ground ourselves with something more concrete for the next word. Tile. Tile. A tile is a thin rectangular slab of baked clay or other material used for covering roofs, floors, or walls. In Chinese, we say 瓷砖 or 瓦片.
Bathroom tiles, kitchen tiles, roof tiles.
Exactly. You can also use it as a verb, to tile a room. So I could say,
We need to tile the bathroom floor this weekend.
correct. Or, the roof tiles blew off in the storm. It is a very practical word for home renovation.
Speaking of renovation, it is hard work. It might make you feel like you are going to, well, our next word.
That brings us to number 7, die, D-I-E. It is a verb meaning to stop living. In Chinese, 死 or 死亡.
Okay, pretty serious word. But we use it in idioms too, right? Like dying of laughter?
Yes, we use it hyperbolically all the time. I am dying of hunger or I almost died of embarrassment.
And we should clarify, this is D-I-E, not D-Y-E, which means to color your hair or clothes.
Very important distinction. They sound exactly the same, but the spelling and meaning are different. Here is a usage for DIE. The engine sputtered and died. This means the machine stopped working.
Ah, good one. So, my phone battery is about to die.
Common and useful. Next word, loyal. Loyal. This is an adjective. It means giving or showing firm and constant support or allegiance to a person or institution. In Chinese, 忠诚的 or 公师的.
Dogs are the classic example here. Dogs are very loyal pets.
They certainly are. You can also be a loyal friend or a loyal customer.
Companies love loyal customers. I suppose I am a loyal fan of this coffee shop I go to.
That is excellent usage. Loyalty is a great quality. Now, let us look at something a bit more aggressive. The word is invasion. Invasion. It is a noun. It refers to an instance of invading a country or region with an armed force. It can also mean an incursion of a large number of things, like insects, or an intrusion into privacy. In Chinese, it is 入侵 or 侵略.
So, the military invasion began at dawn is the literal meaning.
Yes, but in daily life, you might hear the paparazzi are an invasion of privacy.
Or if you leave food out, you might get an invasion of ants.
Exactly. It implies something unwanted entering a space forcefully or in large numbers.
That is a strong word. What is our final word for today?
Our last word is puzzling. Puzzling. It is an adjective that means causing one to be puzzled, confusing, or difficult to understand. In Chinese, 令人迷惑的 or 莫名其妙的.
Like a puzzle. So if something is puzzling, it is a mystery.
Right. If your friend starts acting strangely for no reason, you might say, his behavior is very puzzling.
Or, the instructions for this furniture are puzzling. I cannot figure them out.
That is a frustration we all know well. So, puzzling describes anything that makes you stop and scratch your head in confusion.
Well, that is a great list. Before we see how these fit into a conversation, do not forget to save this vocabulary list. Subscribe and hit that bell so you get the next set of 10 words right when they drop.
Now, let us move into our scenario dialogue. Imagine, Frank, that you and I are two architects visiting an old house that needs a lot of work. We are inspecting it.
Sounds good. Let me grab my clipboard. Let us go in.
Watch your step. The threshold is a bit rotten. We do not want you tripping before we even start.
Thanks. Wow, look at this floor. The tile work is beautiful, but it is covered in dust.
Yes, but look at the ceiling. That water damage is puzzling. I cannot see where the leak is coming from.
Maybe from the roof? We might need an invasion of contractors to fix all this. It looks like a huge job.
For instance, that wall over there needs to be knocked down to give birth to a larger living space.
True, and we will need a thick carpet pad in the bedrooms to make them more comfortable.
I think restoring this place could be enjoyable, though. It has good bones.
I agree. I am a loyal fan of these Victorian style houses. I would hate to see this place die.
Me too. We just need to make sure the costs do not cross our budget threshold.
Phew, that was a lot of words packed in there, but it felt natural. It is funny how technical words like threshold and tile fit right in with emotional words like enjoyable and loyal.
That is the beauty of English. You mix the practical with the descriptive. Now, are you ready to test our listeners?
I was born ready. Welcome to the challenge round. Here is how it works. I am going to give you a sentence in Chinese using two or three of today's words. You have to translate it into English in your head, or out loud if you are brave.
And we will give you a countdown. No pressure, just practice.
All right, challenge number one. This one uses the words invasion and enjoyable. Listen closely.
虽然这是一次游客的入侵，但对当地在这个例子中的企业来说是令人愉快的。Ooh, that is a tricky one. Invasion, enjoyable, and instance.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here is a good way to say that. Although it was an invasion of tourists, it was enjoyable for the local businesses in this instance.
Or you could say, the invasion of tourists was actually enjoyable for local businesses in this instance. The key is using invasion metaphorically for a crowd.
Good point. Ready for the next one?
Challenge number two. We are using loyal, die, and birth. Here is the Chinese. 那位忠诚的士兵发誓，要在他死之前见证新国家的诞生。
That sounds epic. Loyal, die, birth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How about this? The loyal soldier swore to witness the birth of the new nation before he died.
Perfect. Or, before he died, the loyal soldier vowed to see the birth of the new country. Vowed is a strong word for swore, but the structure remains the same.
Okay, let us do one more.
Final challenge. This one uses puzzling, pad, and tile. Here is the sentence. 那个令人困惑的便签簿被遗落在了冰冷的浴室瓷砖上。
A mystery setting, puzzling, pad, tile.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You could say, the puzzling notepad was left on the cold bathroom tiles.
Or someone left the puzzling pad on the cold tiles of the bathroom. Simple but descriptive.
Great job, everyone. Those were not easy sentences.
Definitely not. If you got those right, you are doing amazing.
That wraps up our deep dive for today, but before you go, here is a sneak peek at the words coming up in our next episode. 90 itself, profitable, sales, regulation, confidently, boat, screen, curtain, and my.
Ooh, sounds like we might be going sailing or shopping in the next one. Profitable sales and boats? I am in.
We will see. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really supports the show.
Hit that notification bell so you do not miss out. Keep practicing, stay curious, and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.